Hello and welcome. I am bees_, and this is the evrima T-Rex concept analysis and predictions. So let's get straight into it. So right now we are looking at the Tyrannosaurus Rex's concept. So let's just get straight into it. This seems to be a allosaur down there, or allosaurus, and the Rex is pinning it down. So this shows one of the Rex's primary attacks will probably be a pin, or like to pin down prey, and then maybe it'll take a while for them to get back up, and then it has a window to kind of kill them or damage them while they're getting back up. This also shows us a bit of size comparisons, considering the allosaur will be quite a large carnivore, but compared to a T-Rex, the T-Rex is just much larger. This also could show that a T-Rex is faster than an Allosaurus, but it seems like in the rest of the concept, it looks like the T-Rex is more of an ambush predator. So maybe the T-Rex is quite a fast dinosaur, but just doesn't have a lot of stamina to keep up with things like an Allosaurus. We also see just kind of like the bite there. That's probably a fatal blow for the allosaur. So maybe this is a dying allosaur or possibly dead. I'm not really sure. But maybe it looks like the T-Rex has just pinned it and maybe it's about to die or something. So let's go on to the other concept below it. We see a large Tyrannosaurus pinning down a other large Parasaurolophus, and then two other Parasaurolophuses running away, or what they will just kind of escaping or fighting. I'm going into detail about that a bit later. We see a dead Parasaurolophus or a baby Parasaurolophus here. So maybe these parasaurs are nesting, and the T-Rex, I think, might have trampled it, since I think looks a bit like a footstep, maybe. So while the T-Rex is running towards that one, it's just kind of trampled it. But that bite on the neck, or kind of stomp or damage on the neck, looks quite small. So I think maybe the T-Rex stomped on it, or maybe 1 foot there and 1 foot there. I can't really tell. But so this is another just kind of showing of the Tyrannosaurus pinning. We can see this Parasaur is definitely alive. So maybe depending on where the T-Rex will pin, it's more fatal. So the Allosaurus was more on the neck, but this one's more kind of at the start of the tail. So maybe they have a kind of chance to get away. Now these two Parasaurolophus here are quite interesting, since this one I think is definitely running. It's not trying to attack or anything, but this one here looks like it kind of bumped into the T-Rex. I'm not sure if that's like an accident during kind of panic or it's deliberate, but it seems like a Parasaur may be able to knock down a T-Rex, or at least do a little bit of damage. We also see a Compsognathus here. Possibly they might follow around the T-Rex to try and scavenge its kills, or maybe it's just there. These two Parasaurs here haven't escaped yet, so maybe the T-Rex has ambushed this one, showing that the T-Rex is probably largely reliant on ambushing to kill its prey. So possibly it wouldn't avidly patrol and look for prey. It would have to wait, or find prey then wait. So the next concept we're going to look at is the Tyrannosaurus, I think, headbutting or kind of pushing Giganotosaurus. We also see two Pteranodon and Homo cephalae on the ground, but let's kind of concentrate on the T-Rex. We see that the T-Rex is definitely bigger than the Giga, but it looks like kind of the Giga's tail and just is much, so it's longer. So the Giga looks kind of longer and kind of taller, but the T-Rex just kind of looks more bulkier, or like kind of stocky. So a headbutt attack, or maybe this is the start of its pinning attack. Maybe it's putting its head up and then going to push it or bite into the neck and then push it down. I'm not really sure, but we also see Giga will have long arms. Maybe possibly this arm is coming around for a swipe to deter Tyrannosaurus, but I'm not really that sure. These two Pteranodon here also could show maybe they follow around T-Rex for a free meal after it's made a kill. And these two Homo cephalae, I think, just are there. They've just been drawn in for not really a reason, maybe just a bit more detail. But if not, then they might possibly just follow T-Rex for protection against maybe smaller carnivores that can easily chase them down. Or T-Rex wouldn't give T-Rex much food, so T-Rex wouldn't really be bothered by them. I'm not really sure. So let's go up to what are the other concepts. We see Pterodactylus in the sky, two Utahraptors inside a human facility. I'm not sure if they're on the outside and the T-Rex is breaking out or in, but I'm pretty sure they're inside because you can see lights and kind of crates in the background and a crisp packet. I'm not really sure what that is, but so we can see that these gates looks like they had a lock on them. So maybe some dinosaurs can open gates without locks, or some just kind of break them open. So this T-Rex looks like it's just smashed through the gates trying to get a free meal, or maybe the Utahraptors kind of annoyed it or something and it's trying to get revenge, or maybe the T-Rex's nest is inside the facility and it's coming back and the Utahraptors are kind of in its nest territory or something. I'm not really sure, but it also shows it's just like sheer strength to open these. And these Utahraptors do look a bit surprised, so maybe it was also another ambush, kind of showing again its ambush capability. In the next image, we see a T-Rex holding a Baryonyx or a Suchomimus. I'm pretty sure it's a Baryonyx. It looks either like it's dragging it or maybe it's shaking it. The Baryonyx is definitely dead because it's like gore and stuff that only happens in the game, or it only will happen in the game when the dinosaur is dead. So it looks like maybe the Rex can shake the body of its prey, maybe to kind of get rid of the bits it doesn't like, or maybe it's just dragging the body to another location, since there's no water in the background and Baryonyx usually likes to stay in water, so I think it might be dragging it away from the water. So on to the final concept, we see a human. This is the first time a human has been seen in a concept, so pretty interesting. It has a backpack and some other tools, probably like binoculars I think it's holding, and probably like maybe it's just pockets really and stuff. I can't really tell. But then the main kind of thing of this concept is the adult Rex with the juvenile will kind of hatchling T-Rex. I think there is 4 things going on in this image. The first thing is the T-Rex is just looking after this baby. I'm not sure if it's hatchling or a fresh spawn, but I think it might just be looking after it. The second thing I think is happening is the T-Rex might actually be trying to kill or possibly fend off the baby, since it looks kind of quite scared or just kind of surprised. So maybe T-Rex will not be quite tolerant of babies or something. The third thing I think is happening in this image is the T-Rex is just looking after the baby and its mate has gone to get food. But you can see, I think this one's a female Rex, so the male will be hunting. You can see by the kind of eyebrow raise. So this one looks quite small, but compared to the image next to it, this is like massive, kind of wide, quite prominent eyebrows, which I think will be male, because usually in like the game currently we've seen that male dinosaurs will have kind of more prominent features and the males will have kind of like less pronounced or prominent features. And the fourth thing I think is happening in this image is the baby's just begging and trying to get some food and the adult's about to feed it. The human is quite far away, so maybe the juvenile Rex or baby Rex might actually be about waist height for the human when it actually looks like about the same height. I don't think there's anything in the tree. I mean, it doesn't really look like anything. But we also see, in most images, the T-Rex is surrounded by like quite dense or thick jungle, so maybe it will be more of a jungle dinosaur than an open plains hunter. I'm pretty sure I've kind of covered everything in the concept. I don't think I probably missed something. Just please tell me in the comments. But I'm going to go to the predictions now. So this is the prediction where I cover everything the Tyrannosaurus Rex will probably have in evrima. Rex's attacks will most likely be a bite, a pin, and a knockover. They will be very powerful, and once you get any of them, you will probably not survive. The Rex will probably take a minimum 5 hours and a maximum 8 hours to grow to a full adult, but we cannot really tell yet. The Rex will probably have an avid life, needing a lot of food. It will also probably take care of its young very carefully and make sure they will survive until adulthood. Since the Tyrannosaurus Rex's concept is one of the only things in evrima we've seen previewing Rex, everything I've showed will probably not be added or changed before the Rex comes to the game. Please hit that subscribe button and the bell icon. Also, don't forget to like.